Namaste and welcome to this episode of the Thursday Thoughts. First, listen to this bit. Chanda, oh Chanda, Chanda, oh Chanda, किसी ने चुराई तेरी मेरी निंदिया जागे सारी रहना तेरे मेरे नैना जागे सारी रहना तेरे मेरे नैना. Yeah, why are we listening to or singing a song on Chand, that is moon? Any ideas? Yeah, you are right. Today is International Moon Day. International Moon Day, you would ask me. Then I'll answer 20th July. Way back in 1969 was the date on which, for the first time for the humankind, a man set his foot on the moon. Yeah, you're right. Apollo 11 carrying Neil Armstrong and Edwin Buzz Aldrin, they landed on the moon on 20th of July. That is why every year 20th of July is being celebrated as International Moon Day. And it has got an Indian context right now. Yes, you are right. Yeah, only 14th of July, that is last week, Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, had launched their Chandrayaan 3 as a part of the Chandrayaan mission, the lunar mission, Chandrayaan 3. And as per the latest reports, the fourth orbit raising also has been done today afternoon, and as of now it is successful. So kudos to the scientists of Chandrayaan 3 who are now dreaming to soft land on the moon. As you all know, the Chandrayaan mission started with Chandrayaan 1 way back on 2008 when India launched its first mission at the moon, the lonely satellite, the lonely natural satellite of our planet, that is Earth, just to orbit around the moon, and it was absolutely 100% successful. And the second mission, that is Chandrayaan 2, was launched in 2019 with a sole purpose. The main purpose of that was to soft land on the moon. But unfortunately, just 2.1 minutes before the touchdown on the surface of the moon, the lander crash landed on it, whereas it was supposed to be traveling at a speed of just 2 meters per second, and it was traveling at a speed of 58 meters per second. And as a result, it crash landed and the contacts were lost. And obviously, we could not save it. We could not achieve all the targets, the mission targets of Chandrayaan 2. So now Chandrayaan 3, on the 14th of July, India has launched their the dreams of 140 crores of Indians to soft land on the surface of moon and do various experiments as well. It is just not landing. We all know that there are other scientific researches which are going to take place. And if you look at Chandrayaan 3, they are almost similar to that of Chandrayaan 2, but there is a slight difference. Actually, the weight wise, the weight of Chandrayaan 3 is 3,900 kilograms, whereas Chandrayaan 2 was 3,850 kilograms. And the difference of this 50 kg, the 50 kg was added in addition to other things. They wanted to make sure that the landing is smooth and slow touchdown. So they had to add sensors and various other things, temperature sensors and so many other things, so that this time you will have a soft landing on the moon. And everything going well, the D date is of course 23rd or 24th of August 2023. So we are all eagerly waiting for the good news that yes, India will be the fourth country in the world after the arch rivals, that is USA and United States of America, and that is, and the erstwhile USSR, and the third is China. So we are also trying to land on moon. You will ask, what is so great about landing on moon? As you all know, 50 years back, USA had a lot of interest, and the president of the United States, John F. Kennedy, put the target in 1961, telling that in a decade we want Americans to be on the moon, and it happened before the completion of that time given to them, and NASA could land these two gentlemen, namely Neil Armstrong, with his epoch-making statement that a small step for a man and a giant leap for the humankind or mankind. Yes, when he landed on the 20th of July 1969, he made history. And the scientific research on Earth made history by landing on moon. And since then, 24 other people also have, rather 24 in total, people have landed on the moon. So now let us see how India is going about it. This time around, like in Chandrayaan 2, we have what pushes the satellite or the rocket onto the moon's orbit, and then the projector the module, or the propulsion module rather, the propulsion module, and of course the lander and the rover. These two modules are there, which are almost common to that of Chandrayaan 2. But what is missing in Chandrayaan 3 is an orbiter. We don't have an orbiter this time around, because if you look back at Chandrayaan 2, the Chandrayaan 2's orbiter is still orbiting, it's still alive, it is still sending data to the data tracking center at Bengaluru, and the ISRO is receiving data, analyzing data. So if any data is required to be sent from the Chandrayaan 3, and as you know, the the propulsion module is Vikram, after the famous space scientist of India, Vikram Sarabhai, the father of Indian space research program, and the rover module is named it is Pragyan. So the Pragyan will land, soft land on the moon, and from it has got four pods or four legs, under which it will a window will open, and the rover will come out. It has got six wheels, so that it will roam around on the surface of moon and send data to see how the earth, how the moon is. And you must be wondering why suddenly there is so much of interest about moon, suddenly revival of interest sort of. That is because Chandrayaan 2, startlingly to the whole universe, the whole scientists, brethren, fraternity of the world, they landed. They were trying to land on the south pole, which is the darker side of the moon, and there were traces of ice found. So in case water is available, it will be a huge discovery, it will be a huge invention. So that is why India also is trying this time around to land on the moon on the darker side, that is on the southern pole or south pole, which never sees light. As they say, every moon has got a darker side, and this moon also has got a darker side. So that apart, other mission features or aims are also there to investigate whether water is available is one, and can we use this water, ice, converting it to water, and if it is consisting of hydrogen and oxygen, it will work as a space station. It will be a launch pad for further missions which will go beyond moon. So there are huge objectives of this particular mission. So now talking about the leaders of this particular mission, as you all know, Ritu Srivastav, the scientist of ISRO, the Lucknow girl who was from her childhood looking at the moon, was thinking, analyzing what all she could in her school days or college days, how we can go to moon. She was following NASA paper cutting, paper clippings, as well as ISRO paper clippings. She had a dream to work for India, and she joined ISRO just 48 years old, and she was participating. She was co-director in the Chandrayaan 2 mission as well as in the Mangalyaan mission. Now you will ask me, if we are correct, uh, Apollo 11 took only 3 days from the Earth to reach Moon, but now we are taking 40 days. So what is the catch in that? Yes, there is a catch, and there is a link to Mangalyaan with Chandrayaan. Yes, what these ISRO does is they orbit around the Earth first for quite many days. As you know, today the latest news says that the fourth orbit raising for the Chandrayaan 3 has been successfully conducted. So slowly they increase the orbit. Now it was in 173 kilometers, now it will go to 220 kilometers, then again to 70 kilometers. Like that it will be increased. As they increase the orbit of the launcher or the module, they gain velocity, and at a particular velocity they can slingshot the whole module will be slingshot onto the orbit of moon. And after reaching moon's orbit, again the reverse process starts, and as a result they will reduce the orbit towards the moon. And the whole process, I mean, they will be keeping reducing till it goes to a orbiting radius of 100 kilometers, which will be quite near. In the first time Chandrayaan 1, it was orbiting at 100 kilometers radius above the surface of moon. So once it goes to that orbit, they can looking at the correct time, they will drop the rover, and the launcher and rover will fall apart. I mean, they will fall onto the moon at a slow speed, so that we achieve our target of slow landing or smooth landing on the moon. So all the best to all the Indians around the world and all the humankind around the world. It is going to be an epoch-making day on 23rd of August 2023. Should Chandrayaan 3 be successful in soft landing on the surface of moon, India will be only the fourth country to be achieving that. So as they say, kindly save the date, 23rd August 2023. Till we meet next time, take care. God bless all of us, all the scientists including, in their mission, in their objectives, in respective lives. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless.